All right, so I'm here to tell you guys why we should work 20% less. We're going to end up a little bit more like Teddy here. He looks pretty happy. No, but seriously, I think we've all heard of programs like Google's 20% and thought, wow, that would be great. You know, what's the opportunity? Well, everybody can have a stake in this thing. Everybody gets an opportunity to flex their muscle, see what they're passionate about, and find a way to apply that, whatever they do, whether you're leading your firm or you're at the bottom of the totem pole like me. Everybody has an opportunity to bring their passions to bear. So what's the big issue? Well, we don't have time for this, right? I mean, think about all those things you used to love to do as a kid that you just don't do anymore. Or maybe some of us stay up late, really late, trying to find time to cram these in. Wouldn't it be great if you didn't have to waste all your time thinking about doing stuff? Look at this right here. You see the top, we've got what look like the same apples. The bottom, clearly are different apples. Sometimes we just need to change our perspective, find a new lens to look through, and all of a sudden the solutions present themselves. So basically the best part about this is it's unstructured time. For those of you who live a world of timesheets like I do, and I think most of us do, unstructured time is pretty magical, but it gives you time to explore, and the exploration is the key. You know, back in the early 1500s, we started hearing about these polymaths, these people that could do everything. And often they're the ones that we hear about in textbooks, the ones we read about, the ones that we all aspire to be, the Renaissance men or women. Today they have a new term for that, the T-shaped individual. Basically saying that across the top, you have a wide range of skills, but you can dive deep in some of them, or maybe all of them. This is really desirable for most managers. If there are any managers in the room, I'm sure you're hunting for them as we speak. Here's a few of them that you may recognize. If you were to look at this list of people, you'd be hard-pressed to find any person in this earth who one of these people hasn't directly influenced. And in most cases, pretty much every one of these people has influenced us. These are the people who we aspire to be, the people that our books are written about, the real trendsetters and the people who change the world for the better, sometimes the worse. What can we learn from all these people? Well, sometimes you just have to experiment. We've got a couple people here. This is graphene. I'm not sure if anyone's heard of it. A couple physicists came up with this idea, basically using graphite sheets and Scotch tape to create the world's thinnest and potentially strongest material. Google, people have heard of Gmail, but what they don't realize, Gmail was a platform to deliver AdWords, which many of us, I'm sure, have used to advertise. They've paid 96% of Google's income came from AdWords. That was a 20% program to begin with. Sticky notes, clear example. Everyone knows about sticky notes, but they didn't expect them to end up as memorials around the world for Steve Jobs on his passing. So really amazing things can come about, can bring people together. Leading into the next thing, you know, most of us have a smartphone in our pocket. Might be familiar with Gorilla Glass, pretty amazing. Invented in the 50s. Had no practical purpose in the last 50 years until somebody at Apple decided, hey, we've got an idea for this, let's try to put it to use. So I took this idea and I said, hey, I want this. I want to stop staying up late at night. I pitched this idea to my firm and said, hey, you guys are really big. We've got 1,500 people. What if we took 5 people's salaries and split it up? And you gave people 6 months to pursue whatever they want for 20%. You've got 50 people passionate about whatever it is, photography, you know, walking around the city and exploring old history, whatever it could be. That's what people are going to be most revved up about, and that's how you ignite the people that work for you. The results could be pretty straightforward. You've got this 6-month duration to explore, because that exploration is key. You've got to find the path to the solution. You can't arrive at a predetermined conclusion. Additional time in the feedback loop, again, important for that exploration. And finally, the results can be applied directly. Now, most people of us standing here say, well, I got a schedule. I don't have time for 20% to be out, you know, wandering the streets or taking photographs. But that can be a few hours a day. That could be 1 day a week. If you're really fortunate, maybe it's 1 week a month. That sounds pretty good. But I think all of us really aspire to be up at the top and just take that 2.5 month sabbatical and really enjoy Europe or whatever it is. So you can take it in any slice, but it's still valuable. It's about removing yourself from the constant problems of daily work, the deadlines, the tasks, and sparking conversations. Because what you can find out on your own is important, but what we can find out collectively as a group and what we can do with that shared information is even more powerful. You can start creating the history and the future that you want just by putting a little imagination to work. Bring your passions to the workplace and work 20% less. Thanks.